Hello everybody. Till now we have spent time in understanding the how we can draw the very basic plots with the help of the PyPlot interface that is available into the Matplotlib library as such, right? And in all those examples that we have seen till now, right, we have just used the default visualization, that is render, that is a line chart, and we just played with some of the formatting options. Those are available with respect to those particular kind of line chart, those were plotted over there. So now let's go ahead and try to explore few of the commonly used visualization that we are aware about, right? How one can go ahead and plot those particular kind of visualization using the Matplotlib library as such. Okay, so let me import the required libraries for the same. Okay, so for this purpose, right, you can go ahead and refer this Matplotlib official documentation site. It has a plethora of the examples, those are available over there, along with the code snippets over there. Okay, you can go ahead and explore them. Few of the examples I have tried, I have modified those examples. I have tried to make them as simpler as possible so that it can give you enough understanding about the way by which you can plot those particular visualizations. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to plot something called a histogram. Basically what a histogram is showcasing you, right? So let's say I want to have a look at a particular attribute, a numeric attribute is there, and I want to say I want to go ahead and get more understanding about the range of that particular values those are appearing. If I divide that particular range of that particular numeric attribute, let's say age values, okay, so maybe possible values are 0 to 80s, 90 or 100 based on the data set I am looking at, right? Maybe all these values will appear over there, but now I want to go ahead and see that what are the different categories those are present inside these ages, right? How many people fall into a range 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and maybe I want to just have the count of those particular categories, right? A similar kind of exploration is required, so maybe I will go ahead and use something called histogram for this purpose. So similar plot we are going to plot here. Okay, we are generating some random numbers over there, so whatever this logic is there, right, don't get bothered about it much, but it's just creating some random numbers on your x-axis. Okay, a numeric attribute basically we are trying to create over there. Okay, and now we want to divide this complete whatever numeric attribute data values are going to be appear, right, those are going to get generated by this particular code. We have to divide it into 50 different intervals, 50 different beans over there. Okay, so that's why we are saying over here, again we are using our familiar stuff over there, the subplots we are accessing, and that access is providing me an direct way by which I can plot the histogram. That is nothing but the hist command over there. What this hist command requires, the basic things is the data values. So we have generated that and stored that as a part of our x variable over there. So it's just a random values those have been generated over there, and how many beans, how many distinct categories we want to create out of those values, those appeared for that x list over there. So those number of beans we have already defined as 20 as 50 over there. Okay, and maybe we will set the title for it, and we will use our familiar show command in order to represent that visualization. So let's go ahead and see how it looks like. So we have provided some title to that one, so it has applied that title, and now what are that x-axis values those are generated, right, those have been showcased on those categories. Those values have been divided into 50 categories over there, and each bar whatever you are seeing over there, that is corresponding to one category. Okay, so now and in each of that category how many records are appearing, or how many data values those were there, right, how many of them are appearing over there, those are getting shown on your y-axis. Basically is the count of the records those are falling into that particular bucket or the bin as such. If I go ahead and change it to the 10, maybe it will look little bit different. So now here seeing, now instead of having those 50 bars over there, we are just having 10 bars over there. So what those 10 bars representing, basically those are the bins those you have used as a part of that particular, you have specified as a part of that particular plot function over there. Okay, so that is about the histogram. Maybe very usually used visualization that is there, or a very easily understandable visualization is the bar plot. Okay, it's little bit tricky to plot this particular visual with the Matplotlib library as such. Okay, so here what data we are trying to plot here, right? So here we are having the students mid-sem marks, few of the students mid-sem marks and few of students compre marks, those are available, right? 5 values of each we do have over there. And now we want to use, we want to showcase that with the help of the bar graph over there, okay? And we will see that how different properties we can set for that particular bar graph. But the data that we are interested is there, these two variables are storing that particular data for us, okay? We came up here. We have got access to the figures and the access over there, okay, and using that access, right, I can go ahead and simply call ax.bar. The access.bar is there, that will help me to draw that particular visualization. But now how I will be drawing that particular visualization, right? I need to specify something called index over there, okay? So basically whatever labels, those are going to appear on your x-axis, right? Those are backed by this particular index values over there, okay? So index is there, and the next thing that you are going to specify over there, that is what is the thing that is going to appear on your y-axis, okay? So what we are doing with this particular how you are going to plot this particular visualization is that with the axis you are going to call this bar command over there. That bar is going to take two inputs from you, okay? So one is the index value and the another is the actual data value that is going to be plotted on the y-axis over there, okay? So now here index, how this index is coming, right? So basically when you have the data in your hand about the different students, right? So for that data you have generated an index. So you have used the NumPy library. A function is there that array range is there. So basically what it does, it takes the number of students that you have passed over there, that is the 5, and based on that one it has generated the index of 5 values over there. So those values goes from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that index we have already generated. We are using that index for rendering our x-axis over there, and for rendering the y-axis values, right, we are passing the actual data values we do have over there. Okay, so now we have the students mid-sem marks, we do have the students compre mark. So two different bars will be plotted because two times we are going to plot this, but we are going to use this bar function. The first bar call will render the mid-sem marks, certain characteristics are set for that one. Same way we are going to plot the second bar, but this time we are just going to make a small change in that index, that is index plus bar width. Okay, because if that is not provided, what will happen, both of your the columns, right, the bars, those are going to appear over there, they will overlap with each other. So I just want to separate them with certain distance. So that 0.35 distance that I have already defined, that we will take, and we will just try to separate those or we will try to place those two bars next to each other over there. Okay, rest of the things follows. We said some titles and all those stuff. And now what will happen, right, as a x-axis we are specifying the index, so that will showcase by default 0, 1, 2, 3 something over there. Okay, but that is not the case that I want to have on my categorical axis over there. But instead of that, let's say I want to show the name of the students over there. So earlier also we have seen that we can go ahead and customize that particular stuff with the tick related thing over there. So here I am specifying the tick labels, whatever I want to see over there, those are some name of some students over there. Okay, so I am just saying a few names of the students, and the corresponding index value will get replaced by the corresponding value or corresponding name that's appearing in this particular tuple over there. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how this visualization now looks like. We have set the title, so that has appeared over there. Axis labels are appearing. Legends we have said showcase that particular legend. For that purpose we have made sure that we provide the explicit labels in the bar command over there. And now here you are seeing on x-axis the name of the students are appearing because we have made that arrangement. Otherwise by default it will not appear over there. And we are plotting two data values over there. One is your mid-sem mark, one is your comprehensive marks. And those, as two different bars are involved, those are getting rendered with some default coloring over there. There are options by which you can go ahead and you can customize this graph further. So you can go ahead and try all those formatting options. Those are available for the visualization as such. Now we will go ahead and quickly see that how we can plot the pie chart, right? Again, some data values are available, dummy values are available. So country names and the country sales values are available. So we will be using the subplot and the axis and the figures, those we have achieved, we are obtained from the subplots over there. Again, it directly provides me a way to plot the pie graph, that is a pie. what values you want to showcase over there, the country sales figures, and what are the labels those has to be associated with those figures. You are specifying that as you already have that stored as a country labels over there, and maybe out of that particular different slices those are coming up over there, right? I want to explode one of them things. One of them should come out separately. So here I am specifying that tuple also. So explode is the thing. So what I am saying basically, whatever that India slice is there, right? So first 0 standing for US, second standing for UK, third standing from India. So that should be exploded out. Okay, that should come out differently from the rest of the slices those are getting rendered over there. Okay, so here is the outcome for that particular purpose. The country labels are shown, the data values as a percentage are shown, and this exploded India value is also shown. Will not be, the guideline is that we should not be bothering about the pie graph as such, but many people love this using pie charts into their visualization. There might be certain use cases where this will be useful, so I just made sure that this is also showcased as a part of this particular demonstration. Same way I can go ahead and plot a scatter chart. Okay, so basically when two numeric variables are present, I can directly go ahead and see the relationship between them using the scatter plot. So again, a direct function, direct command is available over there. You're just passing your first numeric attribute, second numeric attribute, and maybe you can go ahead and play with certain formatting options like this particular one, alpha, right? It's controlling the transparency of that particular graph. You can go ahead and explore all those options over there. So now it has taken those x and y axis values what we are providing over there, and it has plotted a scatter chart for our purpose. So through this particular demonstration, right, we have tried to understand, we have figured out the ways by which the bar, scatter, pie, and this kind of how we can go ahead and plot this kind of visualization using the matplotlib library. So we will stop our discussion about the matplotlib library here, and in upcoming series, right, we will see that how the Seaborn library can be used and what are the differences it's bringing, what are the value additions it's doing on top of the matplot library over there. Thank you for listening to this particular lecture.